Hello everybody, Symbiotic DOS here today to continue my playthrough of Mega Man X4. So, last time we defeated Web Spider. Pretty, I'd say, conflicting things. Easy after you've done it like 57,000 million times like I have, but kind of annoying first playthrough. And now, I'll say, Mega Man usually has some sort of logic in why things are weak to things, like obviously fire would melt ice, so Ice Boss is weak to the fire guy. And the logic here, I don't fucking know. Mushrooms are weak to spider webs. So, there's that. We will be, yes, Split Mushroom. God, Split Mushroom is weak to our weapon we just got. It's not a useful weapon, or it's not, its main use isn't as a weapon, but Split Mushroom finds a way to take damage from it. Now, this game, every single boss suffers from something known as Spark Mandrill Syndrome, which is when a boss can be stun locked to the point to where they can't even do anything. This game has every boss has a bad problem with Spark Mandrill Syndrome. And I will be obviously abusing the hell out of that for probably the first one. I think for bosses in the future, like, spoiler alert, you have a boss rush later in the game. That's just classic Mega Man, though. I think anyone who's watching this, if they're into Mega Man, they'll know that. I think for the boss rush, I'll probably end up just using Buster, maybe except on Web Spider, because, you know, I fought him with a Buster, and it'd be fun to see him get Spark Mandrilled. But other than that, I'm gonna cheese the boss's first run, just to show you guys how funny it is to cheese them. Like, with special weapons, I'd say the two mid-bosses of this stage are infinitely harder than the actual boss, and this is one of the mid-bosses. I say two mid-bosses, they're the same thing, just on different areas. If I'm remembering correct, there might only be one of them, actually, now that I think about it. You know, I present myself as knowing a shit ton about this game, and then I can't even tell you how many intro bosses are in this. So, you can see those spikes down there. Anyone who's played a Mega Man game knows that spikes are instant death, because, I don't know, that's just something humanity never figured out how to fix with robots. So, no matter how far into the future the Mega Man game takes place in, you will always be weak to spikes. And this boss is destroying the floor out from under you, which is not a very nice thing to do. Wow, that is not what I meant to do. Oh, oof. Oh, man. So, if you have fat-ass fingers like I do, you might just end up doing that. First death of the playthrough, damn. Yeah, if you have fat-ass fingers, you might accidentally equip the wrong weapon, and then be forced to take on this guy again. That's never fun. Come on, come on. Oh man, I don't know why I did it this way. That was a oopsie on my part. So, as I say, this boss is generally pretty easy. You just gotta let him destroy the floor, and when he comes up, you shoot him. But, as I clearly demonstrated, you don't want to fall down there with him, because I guess it's only good robots that can't handle spikes. Evil robots can handle spikes for days, no problem. Which is kinda shitty for us. Anyways, we can move on now. Alright, okay, so my button that's usually mapped to jump when I play this game is mapped to Psycho Weapon, which is why I keep getting super confused. But it's turning out fine so far. So, second staircase, you know, you saw one of these at the beginning, I didn't really comment on it. You got that epic PS1 effect of stairs spiraling in the background. This time, it's the same thing but purple and way more enemies coming at you. So, I'm generally... The PS1 Mega Man X games had an ability I use often where if you hold the dash button and jump, you'll just pull off infinite dash jumps, which you see me using. So I don't find the air dash as useful as it is in, like, later Mega Man X games. However, every now and then it does save your ass. And that right there, that I just picked up and didn't acknowledge, was a life up. Now, maybe if my health was full it would be easier to see. Our life gauge has been slightly extended, so now we will maybe not die as fast. Which is a good thing. Okay, wow. You know, great timing. Maybe not die as fast, instantly gets killed. I should have mentioned, those things have spikes on them. They kill you if they drop on you. Not fun. So yeah, we're just making our way on through Split Mushroom Town. This boss is actually, I'd say, one of the harder ones, if you don't have his weakness, because he's a little hard to track. But as you can see, if you have his weakness, or as you will see, if you have his weakness, he is nothing to worry about whatsoever. Now, I guess stage-wise, all I can say about Split Mushroom Stage is it's a lot of either standing still and then dodging things that come at you, or running along a linear path and trying not to get killed by things that are on that linear path. In this case, it's the former. I've actually never been let those guys get off their little bomb attack before. I'm really slipping on this playthrough. Maybe I should switch to post-commentary for any future Mega Man games. Because it's like I already started this one live commentary, I might as well finish it that way. But, you know, maybe it would be better if I switched over for future playthroughs, because I do plan on playing more Mega Man games. Mega Man is one of my favorite franchises out there, so of course I'm going to play some more. And would you believe that we are already at the boss? Well, okay. Oh, I have that full again. Now we're already at the boss. Motherfucker. Now we're already at the boss. Now I'll just save my breath for if Split Mushroom decides to ramble. Are you X? I'm under orders to terminate you. What? Whose orders? Take a wild guess. Alright. So Split Mushroom, kind of annoying if you don't have his weakness. If you have his weakness, as science tells us, mushrooms are weak to electricity. Actually, no. Mushrooms are weak to spider webs, as science clearly tells us. So, he's not a problem for us. But normally what he does is he'll run about the stage in a square shape, and then you hit him, and like he'll split into two of him, and they'll both run around the stage. So it's honestly just playing jump rope and then shooting Split Mushroom when he gets to the side. But this way, it's just letting him be an idiot. And I can condone letting him be an idiot. Oh, and if you're using a special weapon, you can still use your Buster. Which is just something I felt I should mention. So yeah, not much to say about a boss when you have their weakness. They just really, really suck. But this is a good way to make the most annoying bosses in the game not be so bad. So yeah, Split Mushroom, done like dinner. I need to do another playthrough of X1, that way I can show Spark Mandrill Syndrome at its origin. Patient Zero of Spark Mandrill Syndrome. Funnily enough, named Spark Mandrill. Yeah. I don't know why I feel the need to say it, it just feels right. So, from Split Mushroom, we get the ability to split ourselves into two. Sounds kinda hot, you know. Soul Body accumulates energy and generates an illusion. Enemies will sustain damage if struck by the soul energy. Requires high energy expenditures, however, and will eventually dissipate in time if it sustains heavy damage. So let me get this straight. If I run into enemies, I take damage. If enemies run into me, I take damage. If enemies run into this illusion of me, they take damage. You know what? That makes logical sense to me, I guess. I mean, this is a universe where mushrooms are weak to spider webs, so we can't question it too much. Anyways, that about does it for this video. In the next episode, we will be taking on... You know, I've recorded these 3 videos back to back, and I haven't learned my lesson. Anyways, next time we'll be taking on Cyber Peacock. See you guys then.